All right. So today is August 8th, 2025, and I wanted to do a Lionsgate reading today. I wanted to do a Lionsgate reading today, and not a reading, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Basically, I wanted to get a Lionsgate message today, and I wanted to channel it from our ancient Egyptian ancestors, from all the way back to ancient Khem. So this is going to probably take a while as I work this out and decode the symbols that are going to come through and the message that comes along with it. So, all right, let's see what we have today. So, today's the Lionsgate portal. Interesting. Showing us our galactic origins that we weren't aware of. Interesting. Okay. Giving me these patterns to use. Interesting. Like a mantis. I'm sorry. Sometimes I stop because I'm trying to confirm. Like I really want me to do this because to me, what I'm seeing doesn't make any sense, but it always makes sense in the end somehow. So I'm trying to understand Oh, okay. Using the same patterns. I think I see what they're saying here. I've drawn something like this similarly before, but not specifically in this way. I see what they're saying. So before I continue, I'm gonna kind of start to translate what's coming through here. So what what I'm getting is that galactic beings from the stars seeded this earth with life. They created their first created bodies. They were much taller, much larger, man and woman, male and female versions, right? They came from the stars in their ship and they colonized this planet and infused their DNA with the version of humanity that was already here. Like they created their first created bodies here. So of it looks like they weren't exactly able to walk this earth in their current form. So they had to create versions of themselves that could walk this earth. And wow, sorry, I'm getting something else in here too. They had to create versions of themselves that could walk this earth. And they were looked at as magicians and like these guys had magic technology, magic science, um, and they created the human form that we know today, but it not today's version of humanity. Uh, Even back then, humanity was different. Even back then, humanity looked different. This goes back to the ancient Egyptians, how they looked originally. This is how the ancient Egyptians looked originally. Interesting. They had elongated heads, big heads. They were the original Egyptians, people from Khem were not of this earth. And it looks like their ship is beneath the pyramids. Beneath the Sphinx. Beneath the Sphinx. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Wow. This is really turning into something here. They had their. So we are the son of these galactic beings, the children of these galactic beings. So when people talk about star seeds, in reality, we all are star seeds. We were made to believe that, you know, we were made to believe a different version of God. And people that did not know any better believed these stories and worshiped galactic beings as gods when they were not gods. They were just enlightened on the truth. Interesting. I think I got this one messed up here. Yeah, I got this messed up here. Because we want to bring this down here and we want to bring this here and this out here. Yeah. Oh, didn't see this one coming. Wow. No, I'm not very good at drawing that. I can't. So what I'm getting at is to try to draw I'll try. I'll try. I'm not good at drawing wings, but I'm getting to draw the Isis wings. Trying to draw wings here. What they call the Genesis, generation of Isis. Oh gosh, this is horrible. This is why when the different cultures would come to Khem, Egypt, throughout time, Khem and then Egypt, they would learn this stuff because it was written in stone inside of the pyramids. If you go there today, a lot of that information has been stripped from the walls and the ceilings. And a lot of most of the religions around the world obtained their source of information from Egypt, from what they learned from these galactic beings. They took the information and distilled it with and combined it with their own source of information. Knowing the truth, they created their own version of God. Wow. This is powerful. But we are all united under one sun. We're all angels of the same source. We come from the same freaking source, all of us. Our DNA was tinkered with over time by different beings that interacted with humanity. Bits were turned on and off. But what you see here is the mother and father. The consciousness of this planet. I don't know. Can I do that? Wow. This is incredible. Wow. For eons, we've walked this earth in one form or another, living out different cycles, falling asleep and coming back over and over again. At times, we awaken when the world needs to raise the vibration. There's someone currently messing with Earth's core. someone's messing with Earth's core. And what they're doing is they're trying to lower the vibration to the point where the shadow forces, the shadow spirits from the shadow realms are able to walk this earth. So they're releasing the darkness and sending it directly to the hearts of humanity, corrupting the souls of man, lowering the vibration of the earth. That's why when you look around right now, it seems dark, because humanity's heart has become dark. We're being sabotaged in our evolution from forces that hide in the shadows. Our bodies are containers for the oversouls so that we can walk this earth. And because someone's messing with the vibration and the frequency of love, the love on this planet, and turns our heart dark, it opens the stargate for the lower realms to enter, to walk this earth in our body. And so people are walking in death. They're walking in darkness and in death, in fear. It wasn't always like this. And this happened before in history. This happened in a different way in Atlantis. This is what led to the fall of Atlantis. And this is happening again right now in this lower third dimension. Humanity has a choice. We can choose to stop letting the things that no longer serve us, that don't help us grow, evolve, and see the love in our life and appreciate things. If we don't reject those things that keep us consumed in chaos, inevitably we'll fall again. This is huge. The spirit of our ancestors is speaking to us and showing us our truth. This is beautiful. The spirit of our ancestors is speaking to us. Wow. The word. The atom. There's a lot here to unpack. Uh, um, I don't know if I have time to go through all of this stuff. what I do want to say is that it doesn't matter, what your culture is. We're all united on this planet. And that's the thing that you'll find when you go to other star systems, is that that star, that planet is united, because anyone can come to this planet and enslave us and just try to get us to bow to them. But we're all currently divided on this planet, fighting each other with nuclear weapons aimed at ourselves. Like, we have planet destroying weapons aimed at ourselves. That is not a human idea. They got this from the galactic beings that came here with those. Those nuclear rods were found inside the Sphinx. And our nuclear program was like kickstarted after that, after the World War II, I think it was. And now these nuclear weapons are being used to make other nations bend to the will of whatever leader is threatening them, putting us in the middle of it. Right now, we have a choice to hold our leadership to task and tell them that we're not going to take this anymore. Let me see if there's anything else they want me to say. It would benefit humanity if we open our arms to love and acceptance, compassion. Unravel your fists and open your hands. Open yourselves up to be a carrier of the higher vibration that this world needs. Open yourself up to be a container of love. Because if we raise a vibration of love on this planet, then it will help alchemize the dark energy that flows through all of us. Because the core of the earth is being tampered with, is rotating in the opposite direction, we are literally going back in time. Time holds energy. So if we go back to the time where specific energy once existed, the vessels, the containers that we walk in, and this lower vibrational energy is there from that time, is going to re-enter the hearts of humanity, and we're going to relive those same moments all over again. We're going to relive that same energy again. The clock is being wound backwards. We're being wound backwards to reset, amongst other things that are happening. But we can choose to resist that energy and vibrate and rise above and live in a higher vibration of love and keeping love in your mind and your heart. Rise above the chaos. Reconnect with Mother Gaia, as some of you call her. Wow. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not an artist. I can only sketch what I see. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. So I'll put it here. I'm going to put it right here. I can't zoom out anymore, so I'll try to make this fit. So what I'm doing here is showing you some of the ancient symbols that you might see when you go to Egypt, and showing you a representation of what that actually means. A couple things that you'll notice. Okay, so first off, this is tying everything that I've been saying together in my other videos, and so you can get a bigger picture here. Now I know why they want me to do this. Adam. Atom, as I used to spell it, or Adam. Which would be the Son of God. And then we have Eve. Eve. The moon. Wow. And she reflects the light of Adam. The reflector I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to bring it forward so you can see. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll try to make it clear. What you see here is the key here, the Ankh. That's the missing key. The key to our salvation is embracing the feminine role in our society. Love, compassion, and allowing your creativity to flow. Listening to the female voice, letting the woman be at the side of the masculine, not behind, not below, but right there by the side. That's incredible. Wow. Trying to make sure I'm not getting anything else here. I'm being called to do this. Doing a little sloppy though. To point out that even Mother Earth is a part of this Trinity. Even the consciousness, that we are all the consciousness of this planet, of this Trinity. Wow. The sun and the moon. We all came from the stars. And it's time that we wake up to the truth about Africans. Life started in the warm continent of what we call Africa today. The knowledge and wisdom of our rebirth was stored in ancient Egypt. And you can't hide this truth anymore. Wow. Stop. Stop fighting each other and come together and unite. Wow. So yeah, when you know how you see the Egyptians and their beard and it's like, long like this, like look how this is like, wow. Wow. I didn't expect this to come through like this. Wow. So that is the message that I received today. I just did it live real time as it came through for the 8-8 Lionsgate portal channeled message from our ancient ancestors. I hope you enjoyed today's message. I sure did. I didn't expect this to come through like that. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else here, because this is a lot. Wow. The consciousness of this planet comes from the consciousness of this planet. Let's see what this is upside down. Wow. Yeah, you see, upside down, this is an even deeper message. You see the two eyes and the head and how we've been led to live in fear of God, led to live in fear. We've had a veil put over our eyes and we've been walking zombies. Look at this. Look at this. And over time, these fake witch doctors and mystics and mysticals and priests have been conjuring the darkness from below, thinking that they're conjuring it from above. They're not. Look at the face. Wow. This is deep. This is deep. Controlled. When you practice, I don't like the word witchcraft. I don't. But when you practice that witchcraft from that makes offerings and worships these deities, and you work in the darkness, you're going to end up being controlled by these dark forces. Because look at this, the demonic angel or demon controlling this vessel like a zombie, striking fear. So don't call on magic and spirit beings to do your bidding and fight for you and stuff like that, because it's going to cost you your light. Be careful what you say when you speak negativity in the world. You have a choice. You can speak negativity or you can speak positive energy. You have a choice of what you want to speak into this world, because your words are power. And this goes, another thing that's coming through is that this is where you see in the ancient Jewish religion where they talk about Lilith, the mother of demons. Preying on men that are walking in their shadow. Targeting men walking in their shadow. This is what happened when the consciousness fractured on this planet. The female became the mother of demons. Mother Earth became the mother of demons. A lot of people are walking in their shadow. Think about this. So many bad things are going on in this world, and a lot of people are unwilling to speak up and do what's right because it's not bothering their comfort. They still have everything that they have. And so the world continues to get darker and darker. And every time we die, we shed our vessel and we come right back and we're living out this hell from a different angle, whether you're a boy or girl, and you're living out hell in a different angle, coming back over and over, reliving karmic cycles. Raised to live in fear. Coming back in karmic cycles over and over again, over and over again. You think when you pass, you'll come back and reincarnate in the same country, in the same religion? No. You will reincarnate in different angle, different family, different part of the world. And, it's until we wake up and recognize who we truly are. Only then can we return to the stars where we came from. I don't want to get too deep into this. This is already becoming a very long video. So, again, this is today's 8-8 Lionsgate portal channel message from our ancient ancestors. Yeah. This is where we currently are right now. And we have an opportunity to turn this around. Wow. Wow. And look how it flips too, because now the female is over here and the male is over here. Very interesting. Sleeping, enchanting, and sleeping. It's just karmic cycles over and over and over. Look at the head here. The head is being fed like a zombie with this dark, demonic, fear-based knowledge. It's keeping us grounded, holding on, and not ascending. Because this stuff is being fed to us since we were babies. Wow. I'm glad I took my time on this today. Wow. It's like when you're on one of those love boats and you go into that dark part of the thing, and then you get scared in there like, whoa. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. It's like, welcome to hell. So I hope you enjoyed today's message. Hope you got a lot out of it. I sure did. Flame on to infinity and beyond. Thank you.